Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick with another episode of Fire Force Season 2. So, last episode, epic. Once again, a big shout out to my man, Corone. And of course, shout out to Corono as well. They both showed why they should be mentioned among the top tiers of when we're talking about people who utilize fire abilities, right? They really showed what they're made of in the last episode. And in fact, our main protagonist all took a backseat, right? Especially with Nataku now essentially being part of Haijima, which to me was actually the best outcome. I loved it. I love that we now have a sort of balance of power situation going on here. So that just fits right well with me. But with that being said, so at the end of last episode, we also have the Fire Force, specifically the 8th, entering into a coalition with Haijima to potentially find out the Evangelist and stop him, right? All trails have gone cold now, so where exactly are they supposed to investigate next? Well, I would think that probably the first thing they need to do, Shinra needs to do, is report back to Burns, tell him of the situation, and then see where they continue forward. So with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Right into it, eh? Or is this going to be one of those, flashback ones? So they get into the current situation first, and then go back in time to see, like, a few hours earlier. Ooh, a female Inferno. Enen no Lato. Oh, that was it? Alright. Oh, never mind. Are we finally getting an Iris-focused arc? Okay. I mean, I would be down with an Iris-focused arc. It's been a while. Actually, have we ever had... I guess technically the arc with Hibana counts as an Iris arc as well. But again, considering she's like one of the main characters, right? There's really not much for her to do on a day-to-day basis. So she's a non-combatant. I still feel that Inca scene in the opening. That's genius. Right when we have a big change of tone to this very upbeat kind of feeling in the music. It's like, That's just so Inca, isn't it? Yep. Looks to be an Iris focused arc. The baptism church. This is... Dude, your face. Power Cobra. Okay. Central Church. Not the same as the temple. All I can think of is how inconvenient all this is. Like, they need to baptize it before they use it. They need to literally soak their weapons in water. Yep. That's true. Conviction. Let's go for a walk. Oh. Ooh. Are they gonna meet Hibana here? So the dead know the way to the sun. Yep. I mean, it's a good thing you guys are talking. Could you guys, like, maybe talk somewhere other than the cemetery? Oh. An inferno right here? Rar, rar. This is just going to make her waver even more. Because it's one of the clergy. Lato. Wow. I mean, technically, every single major religion in the world all says that one day people are going to die. See, most of the time, there's a simple explanation for this, right? Like, you know, he's needed in the afterlife, he's needed in heaven, or something like that. Or it's just some trials and tribulations, right? I guess that's a nice sort of metaphor. Well, that was a powerful relationship boost. I think you should just carry her and then fly. Yeah. Ah. Hmm? What the hell? So does that girl have something to do with Iris? Who? Sho? Oh no, who is it? Alright, someone new. Demand assault. The slaughter. Actually, did we actually learn about him back in the first season? Ah, yeah. Yeah, there we go. I almost forgot about him. Because he was defeated in such a stupid way. Okay, I have a feeling that this is probably going to be a bit of a comedy episode for this part. It's probably just going to be a mini episode. That was your training, dude? Well, alright. Letter of just seriously? She's gonna think it's a confession, yeah. Instantly. Oh my god. Seriously. Training. So what are you gonna do now? Visit a brothel? Yep. Oh, is he gonna meet someone familiar here? Mm. Okay, he's probably gonna get cheated out of a lot of money. How much money did you spend, dude? What? Oh my god. I'm just waiting for somebody to scold him. Ah, look at Arrow. Oh wait, they actually don't know. Wait, so what? You're in love with her? What? Oh. What the hell did I just watch this episode? Oh my god. I'll see you guys after this. Okay, this was a little bit of an in-between episode, I guess you could say, with a little short story from Iris and a little short story from Tamaki. First, let's talk a little bit about Tamaki, because there's really not that much else to say. Honestly, well, I do find it funny, right? I mean, I don't think many people are going to find it unfunny, unless you're really sick and tired of the entire thing, but I just kind of want her to have a bit more, right? A bit more to her than just being a running gag of having her clothes getting taken off. So, is that too much to ask? I mean, sure, I can enjoy it at the same time and still wish that she had some better development, some more things related to her, some more things that she can do, rather than just this, right? I mean, the development certainly was pretty funny. Who would have thought that Assault, one of the Ashen Knights, one of the strongest Ashen Knights apparently, is actually enamored by her, right? I think that's the conclusion we can draw from this. Like, sure, he's going through all this training, right? And by the way, I gotta say, I think if he really wants to become immune to this, I think going to a cabaret isn't enough. He needs to actually, experience the real thing, right? He should have went to a brothel or something. But this is a shonen, right? I mean, it goes to I think even if it was a brothel, it probably wouldn't have changed the outcome, because what he's basically saying here is that no matter what he does, it's not going to make a difference because this is someone that he actually likes, and so, it's still different, right? And, these same actions from someone you like versus someone that you have no feelings for, yeah, it's different. I gotta say, it is different. And I'm sure a lot of people can also attest to that as well through experience and whatnot. So, that was certainly a development I did not see coming, though. And by the way, it seems that this story is still going to continue on. At the very end there, the subtitles translated as imperfect form or incomplete form or something like that, which I guess could be, technically it could be that translation, but honestly I think that's more referring to the fact that this story, this particular arc, or this particular side story isn't finished yet. We're still going to get some more of Assault and Tamaki, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, it will actually blossom to something in the future. At this point though, I'm just wishing for a little bit more from Tamaki rather than just, this. But granted, in this second season, I don't think we've really had that much of her clothes falling off. So having like a dedicated episode here just for that reason, a small side story and whatnot, where that is the center of attention, it's directly focused on this particular trait of hers. That's something that I can actually accept a lot more than her, in normal stories and whatnot, and still finding a way to undress herself. I actually appreciate a lot more when it's a focused side story like this. Anyways, putting that aside, we also have a little story with Iris, right? And again, she is, I think I kind of get why she is considered one of the main characters, though. At the very end there, with that little forbidding sign of the other pillar, I guess you could say. I kind of forgot what her name was, if she was named at all, one of the first pillars. Now that I think about it, yeah, she looks very similar to Iris. And coming out at that point and then overlapping them with each other, making a juxtaposition with each other, I do wonder, right, if Iris is actually going to be that pillar's vessel here in this human world, or in this dimension as we know it. And that would definitely make a lot more sense as to why she continues to be placed as one of the main characters here, even though most of the time she really doesn't do much, right? She probably has the least screen time of all the characters, or the least lines. Well, actually, probably not the least lines, because every time she does show up, she's got to recite the long ass prayers, right? But yeah, I mean, I definitely like her character. It's just that I wish we could see more of her. And the subject matter at hand in this episode, surely this was something that was bound to come up sooner or later. It's not that hard of a question to answer, if I'm being honest. Oh, I guess using our modern day knowledge and whatnot. But even then, I mean, essentially, I think we can basically consider the Holy Soul Temple, or this entire religion, similar to Christianity or Catholicism, right? And so, in the real world, in Christianity and Catholicism, within the Bible, there's actually an entire book dedicated to this called the Book of Jobs, which is, it's basically talking about why humans are suffering on Earth, and why does God not heed their calls, and so on and so forth. And basically, it boils down to, God is saying, look, I work in ways that you don't know. Some things you just can't comprehend yet. Just just deal with it. I mean, I'm kind of sort of paraphrasing here, but that's essentially what God is saying in the Book of Jobs. And of course, you can have some other interpretations as well, such as, hey, if we're all going to heaven, eventually, what does it matter what kind of suffering you encounter on earth, right? You're supposed to overcome them as a mark of your character, these trials and tribulations and whatnot, so as to achieve even greater glory in heaven, etc., etc. I think it's pretty easily explainable, and it's been explained for a long time now, ever since the beginning of these religions and whatnot. And of course, if you're an atheist, then, oh well. I consider myself more of an agnostic or an apatheist towards religion, apatheism, in a way. So I do, I was raised up in church while I was growing up, so I do know matters of this. It's just I'm not choosing to really pursue, any sort of certain belief as of this point. But even for atheists, right, I feel like this is one thing that, a lot of people, especially a lot of atheists, don't quite get. Now, granted, I'm not saying that you should be forced into a religion or anything, but I think what they're saying here is definitely very true as well, in that, humans have this innate desire to have faith in something, to believe in something, right? And utilized properly, it can act as a sort of mental anchor for people to accomplish great things. Sure, you can say that, especially for atheists, if you don't believe in God, and you might think that, okay, having faith in something that doesn't exist is laughable, right? But, what does it matter to you, is the thing I always want to say to them. With me, and this is getting a little bit more personal here, but, this is personal opinion. I've always thought that, hey, if people want to believe in something and they're not really hurting anyone, let them be. If you want to be an atheist, then you be an atheist. You don't need to push your beliefs or your lack of belief onto someone else, and they don't need to push their beliefs onto you, right? Let's all just believe in what we believe in and all live in harmony, right? I'm just saying that for certain people, having this kind of faith does help them a lot mentally and in terms of their conviction, in terms of them trying to accomplish their goals, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't have any problem with it. Of course, if you start to do bad things in the name of religion and whatnot, that's where things get a little bit iffy, right? But we should go into this still thinking that universally people have the same sort of morals and kind of beliefs, and we do what commonly is accepted as good for the society. Anyways, that was probably a little bit too deep into really just a small one-off episode. But in any case, that's it for now. I'm hoping we get into the next arc soon. And, well, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.